Taking life for granted, passing time away. I was there for you, you were there for me. We would be together for eternity. I never knew there'd be sorrow, but I knew we'd be together tomorrow. Together forever. We were so wrong. Now I just can't believe that you're gone. And I'm so alone. You never miss a good friend until they're gone. And I'm so alone. I'm so alone, yes I am. I really can't believe that you're gone, gone, gone. Life goes on, and it's not the same. 'Cause I can't help sometimes calling out your name. But then I realize that you won't come around. No, I wouldn't give to see.
Yeah, y'all. Welcome to Sunz of Soul, Baltimore's own Sunz of Soul podcast. I'm your boy Roy G, along with my co-host
Sugar Bear, what's going on, family?
Ain't not much, buddy. We're in the building. You know, got a good guest tonight. Got a special guest tonight. You know, we're looking forward to having him on. Before we get started, let's go ahead and get the sponsors out the way, if you don't mind. This show, Sunz of Soul podcast, is brought to you by Infused Shoes. That's INFUZED Shoes. You can find them on IG. You can find them on Facebook. The dopest, latest sneakers that you can imagine. You definitely want to slide over there, DM them. They take PayPal, Venmo, anything you can imagine. They take it all. That's Infused Shoes. Definitely go holler at them for real. What's going on tonight, though, Sugar Bear?
All right, man, trying to make it without taking it, you know.
How was your day so far?
Busy
man?
day, brother, busy day.
How was your day so far?
It's been busy.
It's been busy.
Before even arrival, you know, excuse me, I'm getting phone calls, you know, just jumping off that jump. It's for it to be a Friday, nice, beautiful view out the window.
Yeah.
But you never know when you dig deep within that view, the grit and grime and struggle that's going on a daily basis, the nuances, the daily nuances. So it was a pretty busy day this morning.
But I know
man.
you can handle it, though.
Oh yeah, you know.
It's nothing that you can't handle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I try to keep pushing through. That's all.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with that right there. But bro, we got a great guest tonight, man. We got Dave Tolliver of Men at Large, 90s group.
Yeah.
It's been a while since they put out. Well, they put out some stuff as the group members have changed. There was a new member, and the other guy had left and went gospel. I think his name was Jason.
Okay.
Jason went gospel, and he brought on another guy.
Jason
part of the
was a
group.
soprano.
Yeah, Jason was a soprano.
Yeah,
that boy
there.
could sing. That boy could sing.
I can see why he went to church. I can dig it.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, where on the street is, he might be coming back.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man.
They say you can always come back home.
You can always come back home. Ain't nothing wrong with coming back home.
Right.
But yeah, you know, they're out of Ohio.
Yeah.
They were discovered by Gerald Levert. Discovered by Gerald Levert back in don't quote me.
Right.
95. But the hit song was So Long that we were just playing.
Yeah.
That song has resonated for years at everybody's funeral.
It's
pretty
a
much.
classic.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a classic. You know what I'm saying? I really like that song. You know what I'm saying? You know, I actually had sung that song a couple weeks ago, and we had lost a friend of ours,
I remember.
Antoine Dupé. Yeah. So, that song is really, really deep to me. You know what I'm saying? But the one song I like that they really did was Use Me.
Okay.
Yeah, I started off with that one right there when we started the podcast.
Right.
Use Me was a classic, man. I love that song right there. Just basically talking about use me up, girl. Use me. Use me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, are you hungry?
I like to ask him how that worked out for him in the end.
I did. I do want to know that right there, how that worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let him know.
We say that just like on the other side of things. They say the same thing until it happens.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's not really what I really wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Right.
You know?
Right. But the boys could sing though, man. Both of the brothers could sing. Even the other brother they brought to the group could sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could definitely blow. But Jason, like you said, he was that soprano. He could take that range up to another level.
No doubt.
That you could, man.
Yeah.
True.
They complimented each other well, you know?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They complimented very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
But to be discovered by Joe Levert, I'm curious to hear some of the stories about Gerald, because you know they say I look like him. That's what they say.
They say Eddie. That's what they say.
No, they ain't say Eddie.
Yeah,
they're trying to say that right there.
That's
but
the father, man.
that's what they trying to say, but
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Nah. I definitely. If I
You
didn't have all this gray going on right now, I think I would look like,
Your skin
Gerald.
tone is even more Eddie Levert. What are you talking about?
They say I look
your
like
face
Gerald.
structure.
I hear I look like Gerald all the time, bro.
Okay.
I hear that all the time.
I hear you.
Which is crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, I want to hear what he got to say about Gerald, about Eddie Levert. He actually rode with Bone Thugs because they from Ohio. He knows them.
I thought you said he wrote them.
No. He rose.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Ohio has a lot of talent coming out of there too, man.
Absolutely.
From back in the day, so
a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of talent.
Unknown. Yeah.
Unknown talent.
Yeah.
The Ohio players is from Ohio. How about that?
Come on, man.
Sure. They talk about we got talent, man. Them boys got talent in Ohio, man.
Yeah.
Sean Levert. I can't forget about Sean Levert. Rest in peace to Sean Levert and the great late Gerald Levert. Rest in peace to both of those brothers. They were some talented brothers. I'm curious to know what the cousin is doing. If he's producing, writing music.
From what's the name of the group?
Levert.
Yeah. That's a good question. Well, I think it was two people in them too, though. One was replaced or something like that.
No. It was Gerald, Sean, and the cousin.
Slim D, right?
Slim D, with the glasses.
I know you're talking about.
With the glasses.
I thought it was two, though. I thought he was the first or the second. Don't quote me on that.
He was one of the original members.
Right.
He was one of the original members. But I'm just curious to know what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he's still in music. But Dave Tolliver, the guest that we have tonight from Minute Lodge, redid one of Joe Levert's songs.
Okay.
Well, actually, Levert's songs. I thought it was Joe Levert, but it's actually Levert, the group. Baby, I'm Ready. He redid that. And he did an awesome job with that right there.
I think that was Joe Levert's solo.
No, it wasn't. I looked it up. It was actually Levert. It was on one of Levert's albums back in the day. But he actually redid it.
Yeah.
I think it was one take, actually. I want to ask him about that, if it was one take or not, because towards the end of the song,
play that one.
I may just go ahead to play that right there, but because I want the people to hear the version that he did. The version that he did was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, folks, tonight, unfortunately, we don't have our producer with us, so you're going to see me step away to the board, unfortunately. But our producer, it's his birthday. Shout out to our producer. Happy birthday.
Happy born day.
Happy born day to you, brother. And hope you're watching. Hope you're tuning in, brother, and having a good time. But I'm going to step off because I want you guys to hear Dave Tolliver's version of Baby, I'm Ready. It's hot. It's tough. Check it out.
Said I'm tired of playing games, yeah. yeah. My, baby. Oh, girl. Baby, it's time for me to give you all the love you need. Yeah. Now, baby, I know that you deserve the best, and I can't keep treating you like I treated the rest. Oh, baby, you're ready. I'm ready. To give you all of my love. All of my love, yeah. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't even name. Baby, you're ready. I'm ready. To give you all of my love. Ooh, yeah. Baby, not just a little bit. I wanna give you all of it. Baby, I know that you need morning, noon, and evening love, and I just ain't been giving you my time. Girl, I wanna give you every little piece, every little bit, every little part of me, to show you my love just can't be beat. No, baby. Baby, I'm ready. I'm ready. To give you all of my love. All of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't even name. Girl, I'm ready. Ooh, yeah. Baby, not just a little bit. I wanna give you all of it.
So what you think about that right there, Bear? What you think? What you think?
I like that.
You like that, right?
It sounded like I had Gerald in the background too.
Kinda, right?
Yeah.
I like how you put it together though. That was real
That was
nice
dope.
how you put it together. You know, real nice how you
Mhm.
put it together. But I like the rendition of it. You know what I mean? Real nice rendition.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do a Gerald song.
Mhm.
It's not easy to do a Gerald song. I can honestly admit that right there.
Mhm.
Like we talked about before, doing Luther.
Yeah.
Gerald is the same type of artist.
Mhm.
You can't just get up there and just think that you gonna sing a Gerald song, and
better not.
it don't work like that.
No.
It just don't work that way.
No.
But one of Gerald's song I'm hoping to play at my wedding is "Can't Help Myself." I'm actually been contemplating it and thinking about singing it. That's what I'm thinking about. Though.
Why are you thinking about it?
Well, because she told me not to sing.
What?
Yeah, she don't want me singing because she don't like the attention. That's what she say. She don't like the attention, so she don't want me singing
For the wedding?
for the wedding.
She do realize that at the wedding, the attention, first of all, the wedding is that's still
What?
hard though, because the wedding is for the woman.
It's for the woman.
It's not for the man at all.
It's not. It's not.
You know what I mean?
But I thought that would be a special treat if I did something
you
like that.
did. So what she's saying is, it's her day,
Yeah.
and your vocal ability is going to take away from her day.
No, I wouldn't take away from her day
That's what she's saying.
because I'm singing to her. She doesn't
I
like
get
the
it.
fact that she's going to be put on the spot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping
That's
that
gonna
we
bring
can,
extra attention her way though.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You're right. But that's the whole point because it's her day. You're on the spot. You're already on the spot because people are looking at you with the altar.
Yeah.
So why not just let me sing a song to you? You get what I'm saying? I don't understand what the problem is with that right there.
How would she feel if you just did it anyway?
I am going to do it anyway.
Okay. Never mind.
She doesn't know that, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Right.
But that song is meaningful, man. If you listen to the words, I just can't help myself. It's definitely meaningful.
Mm.
But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get the guest into the show. Mr. Dave Tolliver. We're going to bring him in right now. And I want you guys to tell a friend right now. Please tell a friend. Share this podcast right now, please. And tell a friend to tell a friend to watch, because this is going to be an awesome interview. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Mr. Dave Tolliver. Just waiting on the audio to come in. Dave, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, man, I bomba clot rice, man. I can hear you.
What guan, man? What guan?
Everything go on, man.
Everything. You Irie? Everything Irie?
Irie, man. I'm safer than Selassie with his document in his briefcase, man.
Yeah, man. Love it. Bless
Every
it.
time, man. Bless it. Yes, I.
Welcome, man. Welcome to Baltimore Zone Sunz of Soul Podcast, man. We happy to have you here, man.
Yo, I'm mad. I need
Why's
to be
that?
where y'all. I need to be where y'all at, man.
Man,
What
we
is-
got everything
what is
going on.
that?
I got the MJ. This is MJ's new tequila right here.
Man, I need that.
This is black owned right here. This is black owned Uncle Nelson. What is it? Uncle Nearest. Black owned whiskey. Another black owned whiskey right there is Rams and Pert out of Baltimore. Mm-hmm. These guys right here.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. You know, we got
Baltimore.
There's no T in that word.
There's Baltimore.
It's
say
Baltimore.
it right, Baltimore. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we got everything going on. This is Dr. Stoner's right here. This is infused vodka right here.
Infused with what?
Infused with flowers, I'll say.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll
take that. I can barely see you. You need to move over some.
Who me?
Yeah.
I got the camera zoomed in, so that's kind of why you can't see me.
Zoomed. ZU. Baltimore Zoo.
There we go.
Zoo.
That's that, you know, we carry that ooh out in
Curry and zoomed.
Yeah. Yeah, man, what's going on though? How was your day, man?
Man, the day went by so fast, man. I was just telling I think it was, I don't know who I was talking to. I think I was talking to one of my, I don't know, somebody older than me. And I was telling them about when we were kids, man, how he said, man, I'll be glad when 3 o'clock comes so we can get out of here. And now we like, man, the days is going by so fast. We're like, whoa, slow down. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, geez, it just was Sunday and now it's Friday. I'm like, damn, man, what's good with that?
Right.
I don't know, man.
I told my lady this morning, it felt like it was Saturday to me. It didn't feel like it was Friday.
Word. Yeah, man. We got everybody stuck in the house, man.
Right.
I'm still quarantining, man. I ain't, you know, I know I'm not, you know, victim to, you know, the scare, but just playing it safe, you know, staying there. I don't have a job, so, you know, I'm here at the house.
But we're hoping that we can get you guys back out there on the road, man, because we need that music.
Man, you know, I did, you know, the thing about, like, my man Tony Terry, he does something every week, and there's really like a gift and a curse to that, you know, because when the one part though, when so many people see you for free, you know what I mean, then they be like, I seen him out, but then you still have the people that like want to, you know, see you afterwards, or, you know, because it's only certain people that are doing good things. Like, and then I've been watching, I don't mean to take up your time with this, but I mean, I've been watching, you know, how when this thing first started, how people's lives had thousands of people on them at one time. Right. And now they got like 30 and 40 people on their lives. It's like, you know, it's you know, I guess people's attention span only lasts for so long, you know, so I don't know. We'll see. What it do though? The Zoom. On the Zoom call.
Got my co-host with me. I wanted to introduce you to my co-host. This is my co-host, Sugar Bear.
What's going on, bro?
Sugar Beezy. Sugar Bizzle.
Yes, sir.
Sugar Bizneezy.
Call him Mustafa for short. AKA
Mustafa
Teddy
Akbar.
Wow.
AKA Teddy Riley.
This guy.
He has a lot of internet issues at his house. You know what I'm saying? So,
really?
Yeah.
See, watch. Don't say that name again, because every time you say that name, everything starts to freeze. Don't do that.
No, right? I ain't saying
that.
Don't do that, man, because every time you say that, things start to freeze up. Don't do it.
You're right about that. So, Dave, look, we're gonna get it started, man. So, let me ask you, man. We ask all of our guests. The first question we ask them is, when did you fall in love with R&B and soul music, man?
Man, you know the crazy thing, man, I'm a hip-hop fanatic. I'm a hip-hop fanatic to my head, like Skills. Yeah. But I think what I fell in love with R&B, man, was as a young boy listening to the OJs and the Spinners and people like Atlantic Star and the Isley Brothers, and cats like that, man. And then as a teenager, getting into the Babyface, and then I think the two albums I think that really solidified it for me were that Keith Sweat "Make It Last Forever" album and that Tender Lover Babyface album. I mean, and not even the Tender, but the Lovers, baby, let me be your love. Because everybody think that Babyface first album was Tender Lover. No, it was one called Lovers. It had a record called Chivalry, Lovers. Oh my man, that record right there. Yeah, like if you put on Tender Lover, Lovers, or Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat, and you with a girl and you don't get none, then she don't like you, dog. She just there for it's just you, B. If you don't get no feels, no kisses or nothing like that, she just don't like you, B.
Right.
It was a waste of time.
She came and hit the blunt, huh? That's about it.
And when your pockets, goddamn.
Right.
Girl, shit, he took me out to eat. He took me to the mall, got me a shoe. Then we went to his house, and I know he thought he was gonna get some, but no. Nah, man. She ain't like you, brother.
That's good. So speaking of those artists that you mentioned or whatever, were any of those artists inspiration to you getting into the industry?
Definitely not Keith Sweat. Oh, baby. Babyface, man. I loved Babyface. I think for us, I could tell you one specific time that really sparked my partner and I. We was like, man, we got to do this. Was we went to a concert in Cleveland. My dad was one of the top programmers, and I started off actually in radio before I did music. And as a kid, though, I was always at the radio station with him. So from the time I was 4 all the way up, before I started being on the air, man, I got to see the Mothership when I was like 7, 8 years old. I mean, all these crazy concerts. But Jason and myself were at this concert. It was Midnight Star, the Isley Brothers, and New Edition. And man, we sitting there and we watching these dudes, and we like, we gotta do this. Man, we gotta do this. Man, it was New Edition because like a couple years before that, I had won like this talent show with some other guys singing "Count Me Out," man. And then everything just kind of dwindled. And then him and I started singing together. And then, that's when everything started coming to fruition because he was more of a talent. So, yeah, I think it had to be New Edition that really sparked it.
Wow. That's different to hear. We wouldn't hear many people say New Edition. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you got to figure, man, for me personally, I had seen so many groups and I had a chance to meet. Man, I was 4 years old. I met James Brown. I met all the Jacksons except for Michael Jackson. I was meeting cats. I was meeting the Barkays, Ray Parker Jr. I was meeting all these cats the Jays. I mean, I was a kid at the radio station meeting all these people. So, I don't know. But it was just New Edition that sparked it. Now, as I got into the singing and really understanding what I was doing, of course, it was your Stevies, your Donnies. Come on, man. Of course, the Eddie and Gerald, because I got to see closely with Gerald because I started working at the station at the time where he was, they were doing something in the city called Miller Sound Express where they would be at this big park. And it was the Miller would sponsor local bands to come out and they would get to perform in the park in front of thousands of people. And that was just the start of the platform. And Levert was one of those groups and they were so professional, I got to see, like up close, man. So, definitely that was it. Yeah.
Speaking of Gerald, for the listeners that don't know,
Geraldo,
you were discovered by Gerald Levert.
Yeah.
How did that happen, bro? How did that happen? Like how did you and Jason form? Because those who don't know, Jason was a member of the group at the time when you first started.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
You want the long or the short? How much time we got? Let me give you the long or the short. So,
the long
Jason and myself,
I'm sure.
Yeah. So Jason and myself, my mom and his mom were best friends before my mother passed away. So basically, history just repeated itself. We started singing together, singing everywhere, here, there, everywhere, there. And so one day we were at, like, one of the radio guys was also a singer at the radio station I worked at. So, when hear the crazy, the ironic thing, he told us, he was like, man, y'all ain't serious enough. Y'all ain't gonna make it. So he was singing at a club one night, and he had an after party at his crib. So Jason and I are over there, and guess who pops up at the after party? Gerald Levert. So everybody like sing, 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 sing. So Jason gets the keyboard. We used to always run around with this white Casio keyboard with the batteries on the back of it with the damn duct tape on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't take care. He was spoiled. He was the only child. He didn't take care of nothing. Nothing. He was spoiled ass. And so we start singing, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hook y'all up." This is 1986.
Oh, this is the 86.
Yeah.
Wow.
We that was right when Pop and the Big Throwdown album was getting ready to go, was blowing big. We didn't see him again for 3 years.
Wow.
For 3 years.
Wow.
So after that, you know,
did you think that he was bluffing, bullshitting you?
we didn't even think. We just kept doing what we were doing because like at that time we didn't really understand or know, or we just was rolling. We was young. I was working I was like a local celebrity anyway. I was at the radio station. He was with me getting his props. Man, we was just trying to pop girls and meet as many girls as we could, but we just wanted to sing. You know, we wasn't even thinking about it. You know, like when people ask me about that now, I'm thinking, man, I don't know. Was he BSing? But 3 years later, I don't know if you're familiar with a company called Nerve DJs. Well, his name is Johnny O, and the guy named Hefner. Well, Johnny O had a crew called Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew. Well, you hear about all these acts in the 80s, early 80s and stuff. They used to sell records out their trunk and have, you know, regional success, being independent artists back then when you had to do it like that and go through record pools and, you know, little local distribution companies that put their stuff out. Well, they had some good success, man, with their stuff. So they were going out, and one of my very first best friend who passed away a couple years ago, me and him, we were both big boys, and we used to dance for the rap group. We used to call ourselves Big Step. So the same studio that he recorded at was the same studio that we was rehearsing at. So we walking out of there, and I see Gerald, and he's like, "Yo, I got this idea for 3 big dudes that can sing, dance, whatever, that cute, whatever." So I'm like, well, later on down the line, I noticed that Gerald just has this thing where he feels like he has to save everybody. That was just his thing. So maybe he might have been bullshitting, but he came through like a motherfucker. Yeah. So we came to the studio 2 weeks later. We got to the studio. Steve Russell from Troop was there. All the Rude Boys was there. Of course, Mark was there. Eddie Levert was there. You know, everybody was in the office upstairs, and we brought 2 other guys. Like, I'm always the guy that's putting stuff together. All right, let me get here. And I'm always trying to plug people. At the time, me and Jason had fell out. So I said, you know, I'm Pip, and I said, I got to get my Jordan back, because he's Jordan. He's definitely Jordan. Out the group, he was Jordan at the time. He was. I said, I got to, you know, in Last Dance, it's like he had on the shoes, pointed the bottom of the shoes, like, I got to get MJ back. I said, I got to get, if I'm going to win this title, I got to get MJ back. So I called him. I was like, told him the situation, and he met me at the studio. We auditioned. The 2 other guys didn't make it. Then, long story short, again, we got another guy, man, that was dope, who could have fit in it. But for him to be in the group as close as Jason and I were, it would have been like him living on the outside of an inside joke the rest of the time. And it even got violent. It got violent at one point. So thus and therefore, that it ended up me and Jason. From 1986 to May of 1992. That's the story of how Men at Large got together. Wow. Well, not even that, but from in the 70s, how we met through our mothers all the way through. That's the story of Men at Large. That's the brief story. And that's still long as hell.
Who came up with the name Men at Large?
Me. When we first started, the crazy thing is we had a record out. You know, cats love to do compilations like Uptown with the Uptown compilation. We did a compilation in Cleveland called Rap Festival. Me and Jason had a record called Do the Beethoven. It was a dance and a rap. It went, do the Beethoven, Beethoven, do the Beethoven. Yo, but the city was bugging off that because we had the radio plug. And then we had a record, a ballad called Girl. Girl, you are the one for me. I love you and hold you so gently. It sounded like something the Imperials would make or something like that. But we used to be called BBT then, Big But Talented. Jason always had these big ass girl hips. He still got them today too. He still got them, like his ass is like a golf cart. I love that nigga to death. That's my bro.
Yeah.
And so after that, we had some success with that. So then after that, when we came with Gerald, we called ourselves Boys from the Hood. I came up with that too. But then I was like, man, we plan on doing this. Like, I'm gonna be 50 on the 30th of this month. I'm like, man, I don't want to be called no Boys from the Hood at 50 years old, 60 years old. So I heard something on a ABC record, and I was like, it said something about men at large, and I'm like, maybe I heard it wrong, but that's what I heard in the record. And I was like, that should be our name, Men at Large. And when I said it, everybody was like, yeah, because when you say men at large, that's like, when you say the man at large, that means somebody about the town, about this, he's about that, or he's large in stature. Men at large. That means somebody, the men are, you dig what I'm saying? So it fit and it was appropriate. So, and nobody's forgotten it. They may not have ever heard of it, but when they hear about it, they never forget about it. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, hallelujah.
How about that? Shout out to ABC.
The Zoom. We Zoom the name, Zoom. And you know what's crazy? I see them often, and I've never told them that story.
Really? You see them?
I see them down here, and I never told them that story.
Who do you see?
I see Chris and Red. Chris and Red record out of the same office that I record at down here sometimes. Yeah.
So what they doing? Rapping now?
I think they're getting back. They've been doing shows, man, because they did the Funk Fest. It was either last year or the year before last, man. So yeah.
ABC's getting.
I told you I'm gonna plug you, man. I'm gonna plug you with some cats, man.
Wow, man.
It's the least I can do.
That's what's up, brother. I appreciate that, man. We really appreciate that. Just glad to see ABC's getting back together. So, the first hit, Men at Large, came out.
Use me. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Love it.
Yeah.
Who was behind
I'm looking at that bar.
Who was behind
man, the first album, man, I pretty much wrote most of the rap verses that we had on there, except for the stuff that if you didn't hear my voice on it, then I didn't write the rap. But if you heard my voice or Jason's voice on the first album, I wrote all the raps. I told you I'm a hip hop fanatic. Wow. Fanatic. I love.
You hungry?
Man, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like the music that we got, it seemed like it was stuff that he didn't want.
Yeah.
And when you, I think there was a rush to kind of get it done because, as I look at it now, being a businessman, we had the same type of deal as TLC and Silk and Tony Braxton. We just weren't the ones that were smart enough to go back and renegotiate our deal. We decided that we were going to do something different, and that didn't work out well for us. You know what I mean? So, when you have a situation like that, when you have carte blanche with a label, and they believe in anything that you're doing, and they're going to throw you money for stuff, you're like, let's get this, let's do this, let's get this, let's do this. You know what I mean? We had a strong camp, Men at Large, Rude Boys. They had a 4-girl group like TLC that started off that was blowing, and then I don't know what happened. Then they had a 3-girl group that was dope that could have probably blew SWV out the water, called Drama, that was signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis camp. And then they had a rap division they was doing, and they had all white. Man, they had some shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah, they were doing some stuff, but they didn't get the chance to finish it.
On the song "Use Me," how did that work out for you when you was speaking to your lady and this action had to use you? In the end, how did that work out for you?
Well, it worked out with Bill Withers suing Gerald and them in the end. That's what it worked out as.
Wow.
Yeah, it worked out with Bill Withers suing them in the end. But, I don't, when you're in that position, for us, I know for me, it seemed like the ladies wanted to spend on me. Like, it seems like when you're in the mindset of America, of the world, is backwards. It seems like the privileged people get all the breaks, and the people that are poor, they try to make them pay more. I never got that. Like, the more popular we got, the less we had to pay. You understand? It's like, so, like, girls would want to fly to come see where you were. They want to, oh, I'll get it, I'll pay for it. Okay. I'm frugal anyway. Like, I'm doing on my Instagram. I'm doing these 50. Like I've never been a guy that like to be like make a chick pay me or give me money and stuff like that. You know, my boys there, and I'm like, man, I ain't into that. I'm just not. You know, unless I can't take care of myself, then that's a different story. And if we got a mutual relationship of understanding, that's different. But not just flat out taking money from a chick like that. But you know, I'm doing this thing on my Instagram, and I'm about to switch over, put them on Facebook too. 50 facts in 50 days before I turned 50, and one of them was that I was frugal. It was like I have spent some money on some things, but even when I was making money hand over foot, I ain't go out buying no Benzes and no big ass trucks and houses and stuff because I still was taking care of a lot of people. So I stayed conservative with it, and I told them I ain't never bought a pair of Jordans at full price ever. I ain't never bought no Jordans.
I watch your 50 facts.
I'm not doing that.
You surprised me with one of the 50 facts. You
Which
surprised
one?
me with your favorite singer. That shocked me out of though. I'm like, what? This guy?
I can imagine because, and you know what's crazy? Listening to Joe.
Who your favorite singer is for those who don't know.
My favorite, and I'm not. Okay, 50 facts and 50 days. One of the 50 facts about Dave Tolliver is my favorite singer of all time is Joe Thomas. I wanna know what turned you on. And it's not that he's the greatest. He's my favorite of all time because I like just about everything that he's done, man. I can put on his playlist on Tidal and I can drive and just let that joint flow. I can just let it flow. But not only like one of my other 50 facts was when I first started, I thought I was not that good. Everybody else believed, but I didn't think that I was that good. And I would put on James Moore, if you know about gospel, James Moore, John P. Key, a little bit of Daryl Coley here and there. But I would put on that Joe, and I would learn all them riffs, and I would learn all that, and that turned me into a monster.
James Moore had some runs though. He could run, bro. He could run you up.
Man, you know what? I ain't listened to no James Moore in a minute. When we get off the stage, I'm gonna turn on some James Moore.
What he did on "Thank You, Lord," when they brought him up to the stage and he took the microphone, man.
Talking about when he started losing his sight and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Rest in peace, James Moore, man. But that was a singing brother. My mother turned me on to him.
James Moore, man.
That mic, man, he died from diabetes. Diabetes, gospel singer. Right. Man, I'll let you listen to the song if you've never heard it before. Thank you, Lord. Where he took that song to another level, brother. Everybody that was a gospel singer come up and sing. When he came up,
it's a wrap. You don't want to come behind James Moore. You know what I'm saying? And that's what and like when we started doing gospel plays, it was a known fact. Well, it was relayed to me by some people that the gospel artists kind of resented the R&B dudes coming into doing the gospel plays. And I was like, when I came out on the first or second play I did, I was out there with Dietrich Haddon and a couple other people, and I was like, oh Lord. And I was like, this will never happen again. I'll never get, because I'm very vain. I'm a Leo, so I'm vain. And I said, I'll never get subpar applause again. And I'm sitting up here singing this gold and platinum hit, So Alone. I'll never get subpar applause again. So if I have to sing that in a play, it's a total 180 from how I sing it on the record. I take it up like 3 notches, like emerald, bam, bam, bam. Totally different. I'm vain. I got to get my props, doggy.
So speaking of So Alone, did you ever think that it would resonate this long and be a classic when you first recorded So Alone in that studio? Did you ever think that this song right here will be played at everybody's funeral?
Man, I thought that song was a piece of shit, man, when I sang that song, man. Wow. I did. I thought that song was garbage. Number one, like I said, I'm vain. I'm vain. I'm vain. Like, my mom had just died. Right after that, Jason's dad died. Gerald's grandfather had died. Our role manager's father had died. And one of the guys from one of the groups was missing. He was messed up on drugs and he was missing. So it was, the air was just emotional, man. I'm in there crying like, I don't know, like I was about to say a crazy analogy that would have caught fire on here. I'm not going to say it, but I was crying like I don't know, like somebody that just was crying, and everybody was crying. And I just, like I said, I'm vain, but everybody was like, it's good. You can feel your passion. You can feel your hurt. You can feel your pain. Like, I didn't want y'all to feel that. I wanted y'all to feel my vocals. But that record right there, I'm thankful and grateful for that record. I really didn't know how big of an impact that record had on people. I just know for me, every time I hear that record, it represents the last time I saw my mother. She was cold on a slab. And then now, me just losing my sister, that shit, I mean, you know, we can cuss her. That shit fucks me up when I sing it. Like, I did a Mother's Day serenade, and like at the end of it, I'm sending out Mother's Day shout outs, and I'm like, damn, I can't even talk to my sister today. And it's, you know, because I've lost so many. But one thing that I learned about this record, man, I was chosen, man. I was chosen.
Yes,
I was chosen. And it was nothing that I could do about it. And I didn't learn this till later, but I was chosen, man, to be to stand in the gap for millions of people, man. I never knew the impact that song had on people, what it meant to so many people, man. I one of my partner's sons was, and you know, sometimes you say in the wrong place at the wrong time, but this time he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. The bullets were meant for somebody else, but he just happened to be where the guy was supposed to be, and he was there. And I get to the church or go in, and you know, I had been there before performing, and these guys are like, you know, family to me. And I go in there and I start singing So Alone, and everybody starts screaming. They weren't like crying, screaming. They were screaming like it was a concert at a funeral for a young 18-year-old man that had been shot. Like, they were screaming like it was a concert. And I told them, I was like, turn it off, turn it off. And that was, I think that was one of the first times that I had ever sang Smokey Norfolk, I Need You Now, because that song is, to me, is so powerful, man.
Yes,
and I sing that every time I go somewhere, but that song is so powerful, man. And it drains me. Like, when I sing that song I just sung So Alone 2 times this past Saturday. A friend, the chick I used to date back in the day, her mom died. I did a Zoom funeral. You have to excuse my son's dog in the background. He claims to be this trainer, but he's not trained. She's not trained yet.
Shout out to the pit bull.
Yeah, a blue nose pit. And she's spoiled. And then I had to actually go to a memorial and sing it that afternoon. But it pulls so much out of me. When I come home, I'm drained. The guy was on the Zoom, was like, you want to see the body? I'm like, no, I don't. You know, and I went to the memorial and everybody was laughing, a couple cries here or there. But then they said, you know, like, I really don't like to say who I am when I do these funerals, but I understand why people do that. Like the funerals, like Dave Tolliver, former lead singer of Men at Large, singing So Alone. And I get it, because they want to say, we did this for my mom. We brought this celebrity in for my mom for free. And then, but the girl that passed in the afternoon, she was my buddy. And, you know, she wanted me to help her daughter out. And I told her, you know, come on anyway. But when I got there and everybody was laughing. They was having a good time. Man, when I stood up, they said, now here comes Dave Tolliver from Men at Large to sing a song. I tell my story about her. And then I started singing the song, and the whole room loses it. Loses it. That song, and it just seems like it gets powerful, more powerful, and more powerful. It's like Pac-Man eating that glowing chip every time he go around. It just gets more and more powerful. But I just realized this about the last 6-7 years, that, man, I was chosen. When that dude wrote that song for me to sing this song, I was chosen to stand in the gap for millions of people to sing this song, man. And no matter how much,
Who was the writer behind So Alone?
I wish it was me, because you might not be seeing me so much online. I'll be chilling somewhere in a beach in Costa Rica. Gerald Levert, Tony Nicholas was the composer of the music. Gerald was the majority writer. Joe Little, I think he got a little piece of that from the Rude Boys. I don't know how much he got, because if he wrote a lot, he'd be in better position than he's in right now. But I don't know. Who knows? But everybody's good, though. I'm not saying he in a bad position, but everybody's good. But Yeah, man, I was chosen. And sometimes we don't realize that we're chosen for certain things. You have to, you gotta stay woke. You gotta pay attention. You have to really look at things, especially as you get older. Like I was telling my nieces, when my sister passed, I was like, there's some relationships that have been restrained and estranged. And I said, sometimes as parents, like when I was growing up, it was this way or that way, and that was it, And I said, your mom, I said, I love my sister to death. I know I said, but she didn't always do things right. And I said, sometimes it might have just been her personal feelings with this. But I said, you have to walk through life, find your truth. You can't walk through life through somebody else's vision. So everybody has to find their own truth. But when you find that truth of who you are and what you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do, it's important that you follow that path, because if you don't follow your path, that's when shit start going crazy. That's just my theory. And once I realized that, I have a hard time turning people down, because when I do, I get a bad feeling, but you still have to take time for yourself. But I was chosen. I was gifted this record to save people, to uplift people. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like God-like powers. I don't mean that, I'm not putting that on myself, but I'm saying to save people, to uplift them, to heal them, to make them feel better, to make them laugh, to take them to a place of memory, that of good times, because that's what that song talks about. And then you go to, I wish you were here so you could just cuss me out just one more time. Wish I could see your smile. The ups, the downs, man. So I was chosen, homie.
Nothing wrong with that.
Choosing.
To go from use me to so alone, that's like a big change. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we did. What happened was, Using Me was such a big record, and it got, the second single got lost. It was they followed. That was one of the things where my dad was so powerful with the labels. He told them to come with that next, to use You Me. It was like, you, me, yeah, yeah. It was too close to the Use Me, and it kind of got lost. Then after that, we did Good.
Good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we got 5 singles off our first record, man. The artists back then wasn't getting 5 singles off of their first album.
Not at all.
That then came So Alone, which came, that first album took us all the way into 93 to 94. They brought You Me back quick. Good took us all the way through to the summer, fall. Then they dropped So Alone. And So Alone took the test of time through that little hiatus over Christmas and Thanksgiving break. And when they came back, So Alone ran all the way through 1993. It ran all the way through 1993, nonstop.
I remember.
And it was the number one song in 93 radio. It was the number one radio song in 1993. So I'm just saying, brother, that song is
the Jukebox Network back in the day. I don't know if you remember the Jukebox Network, where the videos come on. Come on all the time, repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's all you would see is So Alone all the time. And I had you guys' CD. I think I still have it in my mother's business. My mother's tuning in right now. But
Hey, Mom.
If she didn't throw it away, I still have the CD, Minute Large CD.
Yeah, man. I get a lot of that, man. I would love to, like, if Corona wasn't going on, I probably would have came up with some creative way to go to 50 places and, the different stuff like that. I want to, if people have stuff they want me signed, I want to sign it, the CDs. A lot of times people send me in my DMs or stuff like that, they send me pictures of naked. No, I'm joking. They send me pictures of vinyl and stuff that they have. Or my one guy, my white buddy, is a huge fan. He'll send me online where they selling old Minute Large album for like $50 over in Germany somewhere. And I'm like, okay, I gotta do some investigative business work before I get out of here, because it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of things that these record companies do. People obtain licenses to re-release stuff. And I remember Rhino called me about 2, 3, 4 years ago, because they said they were deeming the first 2 albums we did as classics, and they were re-releasing them. And I'm like, digitally. And I'm like, hey, I ain't got no check yet. So, it's a lot of unfinished business that I got to do before I leave this earth. So I'm trying to educate them, man. But these kids, man, they don't listen.
And you're doing a lot, man. You're doing your own thing right now. I know you just redid "Baby I'm Ready" by
Yes,
Levert.
sir.
I was just telling Sugar Bear about that right there, man. You did an awesome job on that right there. Before you came on, we let the listeners hear that right there, man.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to that right there. Did you do that on one take, honestly?
I did do it on one take.
Really,
and
bro?
Honestly, I did do it on one take. And then I was like, let me go back and just touch a couple things. I only went back and touched. Honestly, I did the whole thing in one take, but it was just two things that was really bothering me. And I went back and I fixed those. But yeah, 99.99% of it was one take. It was real talk. Because it was like I sing the song so much because when I moved to Atlanta from Cleveland, it was like, oh, Big Dave from Minute Large in the building. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay, y'all know me. Y'all want me to come sing with the band? Hey, y'all know this? Oh, no. I'm like, then you can't be that much of a fan, brother. So I said, well, y'all know Baby I'm Ready. And man, that became my song. So I would go out because I was doing the independent thing. I was on my side. I didn't want to do no more Minute Large, but I kept getting sucked back into it because I had another partner. And so that's all they knew was Gerald Levert, Baby I'm Ready. And I would tear the house down with it. And I said, man, I'm sleeping. I need to go ahead and record this. Yeah. So you're the first person to ever say it right, because I say Baby I'm Ready by Gerald Levert, but it's really Baby I'm Ready by Levert.
Thank you.
It's I say Gerald Levert, and everybody says Gerald Levert because that was really, and I think Sylvia Rowan in Atlanta set it up that way. So because he went right into his first solo album right after that, and it was the perfect setup. So people thought it was his solo record anyway.
That was Levert. That's what I was telling Sugar Bear. Are you still in communication with the cousin of Levert?
With Mark? Oh, that's my dude. I just interviewed him a few weeks ago. Well, that's my guy, man. Now the crazy thing about that is when we were hanging out before we got signed and different stuff, man, that's why I used to hang out with Mark, because Mark is a hip hop head too. Like that, they had a hip hop division they were gonna do. Like Irv Gotti was working with Mark up there in Cleveland before he went back to New York and started up, Murder Inc. and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll plug you with Mark too, man. That's a good interview.
Yeah, definitely, man. And also I know that you had some ties with Bone Thugs. You speaking of hip hop,
I love Bone Thugs, man. How can I say this without being offensive? I love Bone Thugs and Harmonies, but when I said Bone Thugs and Harmonies, like the folks say, Bone Thugs and Harmonies, I love Bone Thugs and Harmony. I love Bone Thugs and Harmonies, man, but I hope they listening too, because I hope they see this interview. But like, I see them, man, they hype me up. They know how big of, when I see them, I lose sight of how they like my little bros and how they came up under me. And when we was on the national stage at the festival, they was on the other stage and stuff. And then they blew up and surpassed everybody that came out the city. And so I see them, and Lazy and Crazy love to gas me up. Yeah, man, Lazy. Yeah, man, I got this record, man. I gotta do this record, man. Like I'm a man now. I've been there. I've done that. I want to do this. I want to do this. And then he don't answer his phone. Wow. Then Crazy, he said, yeah, man, I got a bunch of records. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, man. We need to get together, do this, all this stuff like that. I want to do this. And he called me in the middle of Corona, and he said, yo, I'm going to send you some records, man. What's your email? Send me the email. Man, I ain't heard from him. So, quit gassing me up, nigga. Quit playing on my emotions like that. That's
I get that from our local rappers here in Baltimore. They'll say to me, yo, I want you to sing on the hook. I want you to sing on my hook. I'll be like, all right, yo, whatever, yo. Whenever you ready, just holler at me. Maybe bluffing. I'm like, yo, whatever, yo.
And I think maybe they might not be bluffing, but then I see them doing all these records with these whack dudes. Like I see y'all, I get it, because maybe some of these, independent artists that are out here right now, younger cats, they might be able to add to, your thing. But wouldn't it be legacy worth if we got together, the two titans from Cleveland, if we did a record for the city? You know what I'm saying? It may help me more, but it'll be probably the dopest record you ever did. I guarantee it. Because I'm going to lay into that joint like if I was making love to Halle Berry, man. I'm going to lay deep into it. You know what I'm saying? They gassed me up like if she walked in the room naked and said, no, you can't touch it, but I'm walking through here.
Right. So
I often wonder why you don't do both. Like, you want to do something with the younger cats, cool, but we still want to do something as well. Do both.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they respect me. I know that for a fact. They respect me, even though they blew us out the water record sale wise. They still look at me as the OG, as a legend, stuff like that. But I think maybe they don't want to hurt my feelings, which in most cases, look, man, I'm a realist, man. Like I told you when we were talking today, I said, man, it's gonna be probably one of the most fun interviews you had because I'm not like I'm a live wire. I'm long winded, but I'm a live wire. And I'm an open book to anything you want to talk about. I don't, we can cuss, right?
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I don't, and I'm saying, I know that some people respect the Minute Large brand, and I know that some people don't respect the Minute Large brand and think people want to see us and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. But that's not gonna make me stop, because the more I believe in it, keep me from punching the clock.
Right.
See, bars. It's not gonna make me stop, but the more I believe in it, keep me from punching the clock. That's what I'm just saying.
Right.
Had to rewind that for a second, right? Bars.
Yeah, bars.
Spit.
And that's true. But I'm saying that's the hunger of these young dudes. Can't nobody tell them that they're not dope. These old mumble mouth little boys, but can't nobody tell them that they're not dope. And the more you believe, people start to believe. But with me, you can see it for real because I'm dope. I can sing my ass off.
Right.
You can see it. You can hear it.
Right.
They have to prove it. I can just and you be like, damn. But with them, it's like, I don't know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the
stuff they doing now is fugazi, man.
fugazi, Thunny.
There's a lot of singing rappers and all that stuff.
And that's what I was telling somebody the other day. It's like, I was telling my son, I was like, he raps and it's like, we're not from here, man. Mm-hmm. Stop talking like that. Mm-hmm. We're from Cleveland.
Yeah.
So why are you, he said me and his mom always say something bad about his music. I said, no, you write very well. I said, some of my hip hop heads when somebody requote lines that you spit, that means that if they're requoting your lines that you spit, that means that you got something there. You got something there. But we ain't from here. Don't do that. I tell artists, I say, I did a question the other day. I said, 30 years from now, what is going to make your fan base remember you out of all the plethora of artists that are coming out behind you? Because now it's just like an anthill. You hit the anthill and it's a million ants that come out that joint. That's how it is in music. Technology is the thriller and the killer. Technology has allowed people to be everything they want to be or do anything and everything they want to do. But on the flip side of that, it is taking away the passion and it is taking away the true essence and craft of this whole business. But it is taking out the passion of everything. You don't have to work to get pussy no more. You don't. You don't have to work to get a record deal no more. You don't. Man, I'm on the road and some of my guys, one day, my dude, Joe Little's cousin, Whiteside. Oh, I didn't even put him out there like that. Golly, I hope you don't see me. Damn. Well, anyway, one of these guys, he said, man, I'm about to get on POF, man. He said, I can't get the computer to work, so we like to travel and record. I said, POF? What the hell is that?
Right.
He was like, plenty of fish. I was like, what? Plenty of fish? He was like, yeah. He said, let me show you. He go in there and there's chicks that tell you where the chicks at. Yeah. You hit them up. If you get a hit, then they come at you.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
The sad part about that, since we speak of all that, right? I never understood how women could go on there, post whatever they post on the joint, but it's called Plenty of Fish. But if I come at you as Plenty of Fish, you, ma'am, have an issue.
You're right, because she's a fish.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, right.
I never understood the concept.
But watch how all this relate though too, and I'm gonna hit you in the head. It relates to like all the girls calling each other bitch, but as soon as I call her a bitch, she mad. Yeah. But it's like all of us calling each other nigga, but as soon as a white man calls us a nigga, we mad. It's all the same shit.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
It's
It's all the same.
You're absolutely right
But
about
you know,
I had-
the funny part about that too, though, the folk from the LGBT community, especially the men that want to be women,
They love that.
all call women
Bitch.
fish as well. No, not bitch. They call them fish.
Yeah, and if we call them fish, they be pissed. They be pissed.
And it boggles my mind. I really don't understand it, man. I really don't.
It's
the way of the world.
because they turn, you know, it's like we've turned the N word into a term of endearment.
Yes.
How? You know, that's why I really don't trip.
Well, we got
I ain't really been tripping over that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really tripped out over all this because people just yapping and clapping right now. But what we doing next?
Right.
What we doing next?
Right. Let's
What's
stick to the
next?
plan. Don't
Yeah.
you know, get me all pumped up. And you know, they got this little thing a friend of mine called me there about this susu going around where if you put up $200 or $500, it's nothing but a Ponzi scheme.
Oh, you
And,
talking about the gifting?
Yeah, you'll be gifted. You pay
Don't
for it.
hex me, man. Don't hex me.
Bro, I'm like,
Oh, you get it?
Don't
He's
hex
like,
me.
Got
now.
him.
he's telling me, man, I'm gonna break it down to you. And I'm like, okay, man, this I don't want to waste my money. You know what I'm saying?
I got something else for you though. I ain't gonna tell you on here, but I got something else for you though. That's not that, but it you know, you get you about 10. Get you about 10, and it only cost you 1 to get you about 10.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll rap about that offline.
Mm-hmm.
We'll definitely rap about that offline. So, man, tell us some other stuff that you do. I like the wedding song. Another thing I want to shout out to you.
That song I wrote that
Love
to
that.
my wife when we were getting married in 03. Did we get married in 03? Yeah, 03. Yeah, it'd be set. That'll be our anniversary.
You better get it
Nah,
right.
You better know that.
Our anniversary is Sunday. So I mean, it'd be 17 years, man. I ain't
Alright,
shit. I
cool.
can't
That's
forget
what's up.
that.
Yeah,
Ain't
right.
shit. I can't forget that. Her
Right.
ass be in my face all day, every day.
Goddamn right.
She a teacher. She a teacher. So when I ain't on the road and it's summertime or some shit,
Mhm.
it's all day. So shit, I can't forget that. I ain't never forgot.
Right.
You know, our Fred Flintstone be forgetting on TV, not me. Coming up, you know, like I said, I'm trying to cultivate my kids. My son pretty much is like doing his own thing. You know, I give him the guide, but you know, he don't want to listen. So, but my daughter is, he's 22, about to graduate from Jackson State University in the fall. Well, when they go back, he's got 1 more semester left. My daughter is 14. She is like the next version or better version of her. 14 in a room. She plays the piano, plays the sax. She'll sing me under the table.
I heard your daughter on Instagram, man. She can blow. Definitely can blow, man. And play the piano too. Shout
Yeah,
out to you,
DNA.
brother, definitely.
Yeah, she a monster. And for me, right now, you know, I'm getting ready to step into the Southern Soul arena and do some different things, make it easy on myself. You know, them cats is eating real good. So I said, guess who's coming to dinner? I talked to a couple of promoters and they was like, yeah, man, we need somebody to come in here that could sing like or better than Calvin Richardson. I said, well, here I come. You know what I'm saying? I love Calvin Richardson too, you know. And
that's my man. We play him like
is he from y'all way?
No, I think Calvin's from down south.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, just you know, making sure that I'm on point. And the big one is me and Jason are getting back. We would have had an album done if all the shit that didn't happen at the end of the year of my life, accident, my sister, one of my close homeboys passing away, and then COVID just kind of shut me down. You know, of course, physically we couldn't go nowhere. Man, me and my wife had a bad accident. They said we shouldn't have walked away from it. Then COVID, my sister passing, my homeboy passing. Emotionally, everything. I was like, this was the worst time this shit could have happened. And I was just like, yo. So I just got off the phone with him. And after the anniversary and this weekend, I'm going up top. Me and him gonna get in the lab, like y'all probably say, in the lab. And the original Men in Large, Dave and Jason. And it's gonna be monumental, man. We got to at least do one more for the legacy because everybody's been asking, and no disrespect to the guy I've been riding with for the last, 20 some odd years, Gemini Porter out of Chicago.
Shout out to him.
Much love to him, but They want that old thing back.
We need that soprano sound. We need that Jason, that take it to another, take it all the way up, Jason, for me. Take it up.
Yeah, they need Jordan and Pippen. They need fat Jordan and fat Pippen back. You know what I mean?
That boy
Look,
can blow.
Pippen and Bill Cartwright ain't gonna cut it. Not today.
No, they gonna work. Pippen and Kukoc ain't gonna work.
Bill Cartwright.
Ain't gonna work.
They need Pippen and Jordan. So right now it'll be Pippen and LeBron because my voice it's came up so crazy since then. So it's Pippen, it's Jordan and LeBron. So that's just thinking them two could play together.
When can we expect some new music?
When I go up here, when I get the exact dates on my trip, I'm gonna hit you off and tell you definitely when it'll come. But I know we'll be in the lab within the next few weeks, next couple months. Cause I know they probably ready to shut shit down again. So I got to get up there and get with him and just get something popping, man. We work pretty fast. Well, I know I finish my parts pretty fast, and they be radio ready when I'm done. So it's coming. Expect it within at least something within the next month or two, and at least some teasers up online. But when we in the studio, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna hit you and I'm gonna let you know so you can check it out so you can hear what we do.
We'd like to get that.
Make sure that's on a Friday, bro.
Yeah, we need to get that displayed live here.
Yeah.
You know, debuted here at Baltimore Zone Sunz and Soul.
I got you. I could have sent you some unreleased stuff today.
Well, you got something for us right now that you could play?
I don't have nothing by me, but I mean, I could have sent it to you.
Well, how about this for the listeners? Can we get some acapella? Can we get a little bit of Baby I'm Ready acapella?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna send you my Cash App after this. Maybe I should, man. Maybe I should put it up in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Put that shit in the chat, doggy. They ain't gonna send nothing. Watch this. Look, I told my daughter, I said, hey, you need to get on I said, they tired of seeing us. They want to see the new folks, the new folks.
The new folks, yeah.
So I was like, I've done 2 concerts since it's been home. I should have done more. That's like 2 hours long. I got $50. My daughter did 3 verses and got $550.
That's what's up.
Whoa. I think you need to get behind her, sir.
I am. I am. I'm gonna just keep putting mine out, but you know, I'm ready to update everything for her here, man. I'm just working, man. You know, I'm doing my Dave Tolliver show on Instagram and Facebook. I do Talent Tuesdays, man, where I give away $50 every Tuesday, man, to the best talent. I'm moving it to Facebook starting this Tuesday coming up. I have something called the Monday Music Motivation. My homegirl out of Detroit, man, Karita Miller, Brown Skin QT 213. Her ear for music is so dope, and I've been knowing her for like almost 30 years. She was a little girl when we used to go to BET. Her mom worked at BET, and she's always hipping me to some new dope artists. And that's what we're doing, like a little 15, 20-minute show. We're going to be on Instagram, then go to Facebook and just hip y'all to some new artists signed or unsigned that you might want to go check out. And, you know, on Thursday, I do my national artist. Next week, I'm going to actually either interview, it's probably going to be Jason. We're going to sit down and do a face-to-face next Thursday. So y'all get ready for that, man. And then that's going to be on Facebook, which is just day. Yeah.
To get you and Jason back. You know, when y'all drop that album, get you and Jason back together.
That's a no-brainer. And you call me and I'll let you know who I got and I'll try to put you in contact with him.
That definitely works. So is there anybody out here that you would love to work with?
I love to work with Joe. I would like to go in the studio and try to bust his ass.
Have you ever met Joe before?
I have. I met Joe years ago. He was in Cleveland at a show with Mobb Deep, of all people, at this place called the Agora. And then I met him again. I think I was leaving because, you know, he's from Georgia. So he was going, I don't know if he's from here in Georgia. I think either Augusta somewhere. And he was either leaving here in the airport, because I know I was ready to go on the road somewhere, and I don't know where he was going. And I was like, what's up, man? Big day for Minute Large. He was like, really? I'm like, nigga, you don't remember meeting me? Yeah. But it had been almost 20 years. So, you know, hey, but how you forget this face? But I'm bald now. And back when he saw me, I was 150 pounds heavier, had curly hair, like 5 or 6 earrings in my ear. You know what I mean? So, you know, so it's all good, man. But
that Ohio thing.
You know what I mean? Smoking that Black and Mild, stretching the tip.
What's up, brother? But bro, you know what, bro? We
do a plastic tip or a wood tip?
Plastic for me, dog. Wine flavor.
Word.
Yeah, so plastic. I mean, I've worked with Dave, and I've worked with Dave Hollister in plays.
Yeah.
But I love to do it. I could just hear me and Dave Hollister getting nasty.
Man,
Dave
hard,
Hollister
man.
and Tolliver. Hollister and Tolliver. That would be a cold
I
project.
think Hollister just got back with Blackstreet.
Mm-hmm.
He should. And
Yeah.
I love to do a gospel record with Fred Hammond. Yeah, man.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Or would
What
it?
you listening to these days?
Man, I've been listening to a lot of old school hip hop lately, man. I just compiled I love Tidal because you can just put what you want on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just been, I started off at 15 on the radio, 16, and I did a show called Rapper's Delight with this guy named MC Chill. MC Chill was the first artist to ever get signed out of Cleveland to a national label. And he was the first guy to ever get his record played in New York outside of any other rapper besides somebody from New York. So he introduced me to hip hop, and I fell in love with it ever since, man. And I've just been listening to old school hip hop for the last, from the late 80s stuff to the mid 90s stuff, and cut off from there. Because after that, when it got to like the late 90s and stuff like that, it started getting garbage.
To me, it became rap music during that time. There's a difference for me. There's a difference between hip hop and rap music. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell you what, my favorite hip hop song of all time is Shook Ones, Mobb Deep,
Yes,
R.I.P. Prodigy.
Yes, sir. I'm a Nas fan. I'm in that Queens family. So
What? Queensbridge? What?
Day.
Hey, when I meet people from New York,
Shout
I'll be
out
like, "What up,
Nas.
Dunny? What up,
up?
Dunny? I'm from Queensbridge, son. Word
What
to
up,
mother,
B?
son. What up, Dunny? What up,
Right.
Dunny? Word up."
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's
we
up.
Staten Island over here.
Oh yeah, that's
Woo,
woo.
woo. Ten.
Come on, man.
Yo, that right there. Like, I don't know if that whole series that was on. What was that on?
Oh, that was on Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu. They coming back.
Please.
They coming
Oh
back.
my God.
Yeah, they
They
are.
coming back,
Man, and I got a chance. Like I saw it and I was like, man. But then I don't know if it was before quarantine, but I was home and I got a chance to just watch it back to back to back.
Yes.
Yo, they gotta bring that
gotta
back.
binge it.
Excellent series.
That's the only
Excellent.
way to
Excellent,
watch
right?
it is to binge it. You can't watch
Mhm.
it every week. You
Nah,
gotta binge
B.
it. That's how I'm with the Shy. I like the Shy.
Yeah.
I love the Shy.
I started watching The Shy. Nah, B. I started watching it and then The Shy, and then I couldn't, man. But y'all,
Why
did
not?
you?
The Shy
I just
is good,
couldn't.
man. I mean, I know
I'll
what you're saying.
get back
It's a
on
little
it.
controversial. It's a little
No, I like it.
controversial.
I
Right
like
now, I
it, but then
posted-
I got lost.
I posted something today on Facebook that might be a little controversial because that's what I do on Facebook. I said something about Luke James. You know what I'm saying? Is he a little suspect? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't pay me any amount of money to kiss no man on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
You just couldn't do it, bro. I'm sorry.
So if they was offering you, because didn't Will Smith have to do it in that one
Will
movie?
Smith did it. Yeah, Will Smith did it.
Will Smith
Look where it
was
got
good
him.
with him, man.
Look where it got him at. He needs to go to the red table and talk. He needs some healing.
So y'all in the media, I've been knowing for years,
Yeah.
because Gerald used to tell me all these stories about everybody. What really happened with this? What happened with this? I knew for a long time they had an open marriage, and the word was that they both did both sexes too. So I'm saying, what happened with this August Alsina man?
From what I see, August Alsina got a chick that never did him. No woman has ever sexed him or even gave him mind sex at
The
her
way she
age,
did.
right? So I think he's really caught up for real.
He is.
He caught up, man.
He is.
She didn't blew that man
Caught
from the back, and he just lost it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
And
gone.
I believe every word that he said. I don't think that he's lying.
What
about
is
that.
Will saying? Because I haven't seen any of these
Well, from
articles.
what I saw on Vlad TV today, Will was denying it pretty much. It's saying it's not true. But they do have an open
They got
relationship.
over- yeah, they
Because
have
from what
open
I heard,
marriage,
he
so.
was messing with Dwayne Martin. You know what I'm saying? But that,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I can tell you this, man.
He's a legend.
And I love
Legend. He's a
and I
legend.
love the P.
Yeah.
I love the P, brother. Ain't nothing like
Yeah.
that cream.
the power of it.
He could be mad, but I seen this chick post a pic of August Alsina in his drawers. I'd be mad too if that nigga was messing with my wife. Nigga, listen. I was doing, I'm also, like I said, I'm a radio guy. So I was doing this morning show with this
Yeah.
girl out of Brooklyn in 2015. And we had this episode of the show called Not Safe for Work. And it was a story where this nigga August Alsina had cracked this girl's cervix or something like that. and she was trying to sue him for it. Look it up.
Wow.
Look it up.
I know he's been going through a lot, though. I know he has a lot of mental issues.
But he got some type of rare blood disease too, or something too.
Autoimmune system, autoimmune disease. He's battled with Percocets, but the brother is talented. That's the sad part about it.
Keep moving it.
He's very talented. His first
Hey man,
hot.
I would not want to come behind him with my wife. That's probably what's wrong with Will. I'm not coming behind that. First and foremost,
August making an issue, not Will.
Will's not.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Okay, cool. Well,
listen. Caught up.
Check this out. Watch this. Something good. No matter what you say he carrying, obviously it's not enough because he's caught up, not her and not Will.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Okay.
He's the one that's going out there.
So you know what happened then? She probably put on the strap on that nigga. He didn't know he liked that, and now he's stuck. Hey man, the funny part about that is, being in these plays. I've been in like over 40 some plays, and I've worked with Dave Hollister, Johnny Gill, and Clifton Powell, and a bunch, Thelma from Good Times, Big Red from the Five Heartbeats. Not to drop names, but they always have a gay dude in the play. Yep. And one thing, he rest in peace, my man Trent Roberts. This dude, he was like, okay, now, daddy, when we go out, y'all, he tell everybody in the cast, y'all stay away from me. Y'all stay 6 to 8 feet away from me and just let me do my work. This dude would be pulling some of the hardest of the hard rock looking cats. So I say that to just say, you never know why he flipping out. She probably freaked his mind with some type of stuff that none of them young girls would even think about doing to him. Yeah, I know, and I'm agreeing with you. And I'm like, I was watching this comedian dude today, and I forgot his name, but he looked like G-Thing in the face. And dude, he was on Rodney Perry's story, and he was just saying about the difference between young girls and older girls. When the younger dudes mess with the older girls, what they'll do to them. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. You can because when I was 19, I messed with a chick that was in her middle 30s, and it's totally different. Yeah, it's totally different. They'll and then you go back to messing with the girls your age and shit.
He ain't trying to go back. That's why he fighting. He ain't trying to go back.
Cause see, I don't know the whole story. At first, I heard somebody was telling me that it was Will was tripping. I said, well, I understand. I seen the young man in his drawers. I wouldn't want to go behind that nigga either. I'm just saying. But I don't know, brother.
He caught up. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I had a woman that was 12 years older than me, so you know how it is. When you experience them, she taught me a lot. I'll say that right there.
I love being taught.
Yeah.
Them was the good old days. It's a shame we got to get old, man.
Yeah, we got to get over it.
It's a shame you're going to have to retire your uniform soon.
Yeah, really, that's crazy. Right about that. Yeah, speaking of plays, I was behind a play. It's called Behind the Pulpit. Not the writer's name was David something. He died in a car crash.
Ooh.
Years ago. I can't think of his name. He wrote the play. I had put some money behind it or whatever. We did a couple shows. It was pretty good. We had Thelma a couple times.
I love her.
We had the gospel singer Paul
Morton.
Not Paul Morton. Another one. He was a singer with a group. I can't think of his name. Keith Wonderboy Johnson was in it.
My man.
And Spanky.
Yeah, my man. Yeah.
Yeah, Spanky doing his thing. Yeah, definitely. That's my man right there. But Dave, yeah, we appreciate you tapping in with us, man. We definitely do, brother. Yeah. You want to let the people know where they can find you at? We wanted you to do something a cappella for us.
Oh, here you go. My bad. Here you go. Baby, it's time for me to give you all the love you need. Yeah. Now, baby, I know that you deserve the best. And I can't keep treating you like I treated the rest. Oh, baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love, yeah.
That's what's up.
Right.
Make me feel shit up. Girl, I'm tired of playing games.
So many loves I can't even name.
Baby, I'm ready.
Girl, I'm ready. Yeah.
Love.
Ooh, I ain't sang that in a long time, man. Y'all gonna make me just do an impromptu live concert tomorrow.
Hey,
Man, it
that's
just
so
it feels so like Tony Terry and I, like he's the host. It was a show we did here every Tuesday in Atlanta called Who's Got That Vibe? This white lady that's been in the music, Carol Osamoya. She's been in the business for forever. And it was a platform where, cats come in and we actually did live artist development on stage. And I was part of the artist development crew. And they always was giving me the mic to sing. And it just seems, man, it just don't even seem normal, man. I ain't sang in a minute. I ain't sang since Mother's Day, dude, except for funerals. Man, I'm maybe playing a concert. But I am, you know what? Tuesday night, I forgot. I just talked to Tony. Tuesday night, I said, man, I need to borrow some of your followers. So I'm going over his house Tuesday night. He does Tony Terry Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. I think it's 9 o'clock on his Facebook and on his Instagram live. Mr. Tony Terry, Mr. Tony Terry _ and Tony Terry on Facebook. 9 o'clock Tuesday. You can check me out on there. I am gonna do some stuff. But if you want to follow me, because I forgot to do that too, it's Dave Tolliver on Facebook, Dave Tolliver on Facebook, and it's at Dave Men at Large. Why am I doing this? It's at Dave.
I have no idea.
At Dave. It's at Dave Men at Large on Instagram and Twitter. Dave Men at Large. Dave MENATLARGE on Instagram and Twitter, man. Y'all had a ball, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the Jew.
We got Tony Terry next Friday.
It's my nigga.
He will
my
be
Jew.
Live with us next Friday.
That's my Jew.
Talking about him, how he came up with that the high top fade. He used to rock that high top fade with them tight jeans back.
And you know, he caught a cold viral moment, man. Right when quarantine kicked in, he was walking in the park with his wife and his son, and he seen this lady and this man getting married, and just them and the justice of the peace. And he pulled out his phone and went live and started singing. And man, that joint got over 1 million some views, man.
Wow. That's
lucky bastard.
Your song and his song will resonate forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
But except for his went #1 for 25 weeks. Mine did.
How about that? How about that?
But it's all good though. They still bang out till the shots ring out.
Still bang out to this day.
Word to mother, son. Illmatic.
Appreciate you, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. We look forward to having you back when you get that new music in with you and Jason.
I need to be in there though, man. Like I hate when
we
see
got everything over here, bro. So I got Ciroc, I got Captain Morgan. Down here I got what's this? Tito's.
I'm on that tequila,
like
that white tequila. I need that white girl, that tequila
right
white girl.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's
that white girl. Yeah, MJ. MJ, I don't care who she is, whatever.
The white Hennessy. You see the white Hennessy over there?
As long as it's white. MJ for JJ, it don't even matter. As long as it's
we got
white.
Everything. I got some Ciroc right here for you if you want that right there. Got
that tequila.
Definitely, we got it all going on over here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I had a ball, man. You know how
Definitely,
we do.
Man.
Now we
you know how we do.
You in Baltimore.
Already. Ohio,
much love,
stand
fellas.
up, Cleveland.
OH, and Queensbridge.
And we love whipping that ass 2 times a year. So I just want you to know that right there. We look forward to it this year. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I can't even say nothing
tell
about
you this
it.
Now, it's a lot of room on the bandwagon, brother. Come on over, brother. We got that boy LJ.
The crazy thing is, Baltimore, I root for Baltimore because Baltimore is not Baltimore. Baltimore is really the original Cleveland. So I root for Baltimore. And I was rooting for them last year. I've been rooting for them. When y'all won the Super Bowl, I was rooting for them. I was rooting.
So can we say that you're a Ravens fan?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what's up, brother. I like that.
Most definitely. Yeah, definitely I'm a Ravens fan.
I got to get out to Cleveland. I've never been to Cleveland. I want to get out to Cleveland, see how it is.
Well, if you know, we go out there and we
sound like a plan.
Yeah.
So I'm getting married in September, brother.
Already.
We need to do it before then. I still got carte blanche out there.
I'm getting married in September. I'll be playing your song at my wedding. I can tell you that right there. They'll be playing at my cocktail hour.
Maybe we can make it there so I can get there. Y'all know Luscious Kisses?
Yeah, I know Luscious. I ain't gonna say her real name, but I've been knowing her since she was like this big.
Boy.
I've been knowing Luscious since she was this big. You hear me? Shout out to Lot Raven Apartments. I've been knowing her and her sister sister.
Man, I
She's about this big.
love Luscious Kisses,
Wow, that's crazy, man.
man.
That's crazy. She got her own
She
little
was my
podcast too.
they want Luscious TV.
Yeah.
She was my biggest interview, and that's why I hate Instagram. The thing went out at the end.
Wow.
I had over 1,000 cats on Instagram watch that shit, and then it said poof, and I lost it.
That's crazy.
Then 2 days later, Instagram came back and said, if you like to save your lives, you can save them to your story.
You know what I'll do? I'll stop down there and tell her you said hello.
Tell her I love her, man.
Because I'm sure she's working tonight.
She
So
know.
I'll stop down there. I
Was
definitely
it
will.
Josephine's?
I know her. No, she working. It's called Norma Jeans.
Norma. Okay, Norma
Norma
Tees, yeah.
Jeans. Yeah,
Norma
but
Jeans.
I definitely will stop by and let her know. I know her personally. I definitely know her. You
Till
know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
called to say I love you.
I tell her you just called to say I love you. That's what's up, bro. In the words of Stevie Wonder.
Mm.
I got you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate
My
you.
dog.
Hold on. Don't go nowhere because you still got one question. The sad part is, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm so
My man is 0-5.
I'm 0-5. So listen. We gotta ask this question. I forgot about it too.
You know why?
Nokio threw me off.
You lost hope.
I did.
That's
So
why.
listen, Nokio said to holler at him too. I told him what you said last week. He said to holler at him.
I don't have his math though, but if y'all can get it for me, that'll work.
I can definitely do that for you. But listen, here's the question. We ask every guest this right here, and it's funny he brought this up. So it's a comparison. It's a question. It's a comparison.
Compare.
We need to know the answer and why. Okay. Drew Hill versus Jodeci. Who you rocking with?
Me, I'm going with Drew Hill, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
I helped you out, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
bro.
I just.
Thank you, bro.
No, you know what? I just really like Drew
You
Hill.
sound a
I
little hesitant,
really like. I really like Drew. I like both of them, but I really, really, really like Drew Hill. Like Jodeci, they had a couple, joints, a couple albums, but I really, really like Drew Hill. I really, really like Drew Hill, man. I really like Drew Hill.
Thank you, brother.
I think they're all around group wise. I think they're all around better. Jazz is my dude.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I've been trying to talk to him off and on and stuff because I know he's been dealing with some things. And I talked to him one day, and I think he didn't want to hear what I was saying. He hung up on me. Because to me, it's bigger than the music, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these cats forget it.
Yeah.
Some of these cats forget, but but I think I like Drew Hill more than I like Jodeci. But it's a small edge. It's a very small. That's a very small.
And I appreciate it.
I'm glad that you do too, because my man was over here. He was crying last week.
I was. And Nokio said
Trust what I tell
Jodeci.
you.
Can you believe that Nokio said he was going with Jodeci? A member of Drew Hill said he was going with Jodeci, brother. And the reason why he said that is because Jodeci sold 5 million records on the first album.
So,
that's number one.
But all this stuff is a matter of opinion. If you're talking about your favorite, then it's a matter of opinion. You're talking about who's the greatest, then you have to say from what criteria. It's like all this argument about MJ and LBJ. I mean, each one of them are the greatest of their time, but you could arguably say that Michael Jordan is not the greatest of all time because there were other artists. I mean, you could say that, but I mean, what about 11-0 Bill Russell?
That's true. He has pizzazz with his game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it.
The thing about Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan did things. Julius Erving was Michael Jordan at first, but it just wasn't a lot during that time. It was 20 some years before Julius Erving. It was right from the civil rights movement in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. So they wasn't getting that much, they wasn't able to do the impact and the TV. Then you come in the 90s with Michael Jordan, then you got all the TV exposure, some internet, some computer stuff was coming. Yeah, so you got to see it more. Then now here comes LeBron. You could argue that he's the greatest just because he didn't go 6-0. But I'm saying he ain't never had no coach, no mentors. Yeah. He had boo-boo teams. I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. It's so many factors you could put into it. So, but I mean, it's different. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you saying that right there.
Their sound is much smoother. It depends on what your taste is. Jodeci is the hood, and Drew Hill is smooth. You know what I mean?
Drew Hill's
But
the county.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we're gonna call him, the county.
Look, Jodeci
City
is
county.
Death Row, and Drew Hill is the county.
Yeah, that's what we call him. That's what's up.
He said, what?
Drew Hill's the county.
Yeah, Jodeci is Death Row,
wouldn't
and
let me, but it's
and
cool.
Drew Hill is county lockup.
Definitely. But yeah, man, thank you for that.
Y'all
Right there.
sound soft
Appreciate
to
you,
that
bro.
one, boy.
Can't wait to have you back on the show. Definitely.
Yeah, I need to be in there though next time. I need to be in
You
there.
know what's so
Fix
crazy?
it.
Hopefully next year we'll be moving down there with you. Where you at?
Yeah, bring your ass.
Yeah, we coming down to Logansville.
Logan,
So
where's
that's where we're looking to go.
Logan? I have to see where it is.
Snellsville, Gwinnett County.
Oh, it's by an hour away.
Gwinnett County. Yeah, that's where we're looking to come.
Hour. Definitely an
The
hour.
whole damn Georgia is about an hour.
You ain't lying, man.
Yeah, when somebody say, "Oh, it's just around the corner,"
That's
you know
a
you got to
lot.
drive at least 30 minutes.
It's
At
an
least 30
hour
minutes.
away. Takes
You know,
forever
somebody
to
in
get-
Cleveland say it's around the corner, 10 minutes.
Wow.
Georgia, Atlanta, around the corner, 30, 40 minutes.
It
Yeah,
is
man.
ridiculous, brother.
In
Yeah.
Georgia, you can't drive on like less than a quarter tank. Baltimore, you can do that and still hit a gas
Yeah,
station.
same thing in
Georgia,
Cleveland.
You jam.
Yeah.
You gonna run on gas on
Absolutely,
85
man.
or 285, whatever they call that junk. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, brother Dave, appreciate you tapping in, bro. We really
It's all
do
good.
appreciate
It's all
that right
good.
there.
It's all good.
Already.
Hey, make
For
sure
sure,
all y'all
Adrian.
people follow me, Dave Tolliver on Facebook, Dave Men at Large on Instagram and Twitter, man. It's been my pleasure being tonight. I had a ball, y'all some cool guys.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, maybe I might be at the wedding if it ain't COVID it out. Let's work it out.
Bro. Come on up, bro. Come on up, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Southwest got tickets for $29.99. Come on.
Hey,
up.
I ain't getting on no plane because if you go any, you ain't see the news. If you
No.
come from Georgia, when you come back, you got to be quarantined for 14 days. Law.
What?
Yeah, anybody flying from Georgia, when you got to be quarantined for 14 days when you get back.
When you come back.
However it is, but you got to be quarantined for 14 days. Travelers from Georgia. Yes, sir.
Man, that's crazy.
Yep.
All right, brother. Well,
All right, man. We've been on. You know, I'm out of here. Much love.
talk to you, brother.
Take
All
it
right,
Peace
guys,
out, man. Thank you
All right.
again, man. All right. Yep.
All right. Yeah, man. What you think, man? Great interview, man. Definitely great interview. Having Dave Tyler. We appreciate all the listeners for tuning in with us. Next week we got
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Full of life.
Full of life. Definitely full of life, cool dude.
Full of life.
Next week we need you guys to tune in. We're gonna have the legendary Tony Terry in the building. For those of you who don't know who Tony Terry is, you must be under the age of 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say under the age of 30.
Yeah.
Because Tony Terry is a legend. If you've been to a wedding, his song has been played at that wedding. I can guarantee you that.
So they
right
probably
there.
heard of it, just don't know who it is.
They don't know who he is.
You know, man.
But next week, we need you guys to tune in to it. Baltimore's own Sunz and Soul podcast. I'm your host, Roy G, along with my co-host
Sugar Bear.
in the building. We're going to take y'all out with a little bit of Dave Tolliver's music. Finish it up with that, baby. I'm ready.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Ooh, with it, baby, yeah. My love goes deeper than I can see. I made mistakes before.